Did you know that there are actually over 4 times as many EV charging points in Britain than there are petrol stations? Given that it's really cheaper to have an EV than a fuel-dependent old car, there are major updates happening in the UK related to EV now. Well, tag along to find out. EV has brought a significant change in the UK. You know, these streets were once filled with the roar of combustion engines. Now it's giving way to the silent hum of electric vehicles. And yes, the man behind the game, Elon Musk, certainly has a role in it. This huge shift didn't happen by chance, but by some goals. The government wishes to turn everything into an eco-friendly game, and yes, EV sounded like a perfect mix for them. They had to come up with some interesting but forceful solutions. By 2030, the sale of new petrol and diesel cars will stop. Yes, we will miss those combustion engine sounds and the power, but the decision is final, folks, so the EV market will boom. They plan on using this as a way to make it a cultural thing. So the entire world will know that Great Britain started a revolutionary idea to boost the health of our planet and the well-being of future generations. There's more to the story. Britain is planning to use the Green Industrial Revolution as more than just a slogan. By 2050, the carbon emissions will be brought down to net zero. That means some have to pay their price to give way for the revolution. You all might have guessed it. It's the entire automotive industry. They will all have to shift to EV to stay in the game. What brought this huge change? Britain didn't really have this idea when EV first hit the market. It's all thanks to the surge in EV sales. More consumer demand meant that the technology was super good and the usage of petrol fell through. Factors like tax breaks, grants, and a growing network of charging stations also make EVs an increasingly practical choice for the British public. You all can imagine what it would be like to have thousands of charging points dotting the landscape, a number that grows daily. It certainly provides backbone for a new era of transportation. Fast charging stations in particular are becoming a symbol of convenience. What's interesting is every household seems to have an EV. From sleek, high-performance models to practical family vehicles, there's an electric car for every driver. Of course, Tesla is the captain, and the Model Y and Model 3 are adorning the streets. Other popular models like the Kia a-Niro and Volkswagen ID.3 were late to the party but certainly made an impact. As of 2024, it's way cheaper to run a 100% electric vehicle than a petrol one. Yep, it's true. Running an electric car costs about 9p per mile, while a petrol car sets you back around 24p per mile. And considering the average car drives around 150,000 miles in its lifetime, switching to electric could save you loads of cash in the long run. Electric vehicles are also way simpler when it comes to maintenance. While petrol cars have around 200 parts that need tinkering with, electric ones only have about 20 moving parts. That means less hassle and fewer trips to the mechanic. When the companies invested a hefty sum on those EVs, the government gave in all their interest in the growth. One thing is, cars and the environment will not have a sour-hate relationship from now on. Britain will look brighter than ever with phasing out of old-fashioned cars. Why do people prefer EV in Britain? On one hand, there are government incentives, subsidies, and tax reliefs that make them switch to electricity. It's not just an environmentally conscious decision, but a financially savvy one. On the other hand, there's the ever-growing web of charging stations across the nation, like a safety net, ensuring that an electric charge is never out of reach. However, perhaps the most potent fuel for this growth is the rising tide of environmental consciousness. British consumers are increasingly aware of the carbon footprint left by traditional combustion engines, so they are now turning to EVs as a way to change their impact on the planet. This collective shift in mindset is transforming the automotive market, making electric vehicles not just an alternative, but the preferred choice. With so much going on, new models are constantly being introduced, each promising greater range, faster charging, and more innovative features. The competition is fierce, and it's the consumer who benefits, with more options and better technology at their fingertips. If you ask us what was the one thing that prevented EV from getting so much attention, was the lack of charging points when we need it. So the government and private enterprises tirelessly work to increase the density of fast charging stations. We can say that with each new station, the electric grid becomes stronger and the nation moves closer to its goal of a fully electric future. As more individuals opt for EVs, the demand for more charging points increases, which in turn encourages even more people to go electric. This cycle is boosting the UK's transition to EV games, making it an example for the world to follow. Can we all agree that the message is clear? The future is electric and the UK is plugged in. Now, it has become more than just a trend. You see, the autonomous driving system just makes it more enticing. Tesla is putting their hearts and ideas into it, and that sounds like a deal. So if we talk about the Tesla Model Y, we know how much the game has changed. It came with the versatility of an SUV with the performance for which Tesla is renowned. The family-oriented market especially loved it. The Model 3, on the other hand, became the perfect way for Tesla to enter a more affordable segment sector. So it became a trend that everyone can afford a Tesla. This was a smaller sedan that doesn't skip on the technology or the range that has become synonymous with the brand. In the UK market, Tesla has made a great impact in affordability, with price adjustments bringing the cost of ownership within reach of a broader audience. The Model Y starts at around £44,990, while the Model 3's entry-level variant is now more accessible due to recent price cuts, starting at approximately £42,990. It's like practically saying the world to buy a Tesla and be free of spending a fortune on that fuel. Kia e-Niro has also established itself as a highly efficient and family-friendly SUV. It's a car that has been praised for its practicality, range, and notably, its competitive pricing in the EV market. The prices start from just over £32,000. The juicy part? They don't compromise on quality or capability. It's a vehicle that promises low running costs, a substantial range of up to 282 miles. It gives the drivers peace of mind of a 7-year warranty, making it an attractive gem in the rough. Next to the party is a Volkswagen ID.3. The ID.3 is available in various trims, with the entry-level model priced from less than £29,000, making it one of the more affordable EVs on the market. The range, performance, and practicality are all great and attractive. The affordability of these top-selling EVs is a crucial factor in their success and the wider adoption of electric vehicles in the UK. Like we mentioned earlier, as the government is so much focused on protecting the planet, they are bringing in bonus plans to encourage more people to follow the EV path. Now your electric vehicle not only gets you from a place to another, but also has the power to light up your entire home. Imagine the possibilities, from hosting epic outdoor parties to creating a dazzling Christmas light spectacle, all powered by your car. But here's where it gets even cooler. Nissan took the holiday spirit to new heights in 2022 by using a Nissan Leaf to run their entire Christmas display. Now that's what we call pushing the boundaries of innovation in the electric vehicle world. With more charging points across the country, owning an EV is becoming more feasible than ever. Now, these cars are not just seen as a personal transportation mode. It represents a shift towards a more sustainable lifestyle, where the choices we make about how we travel helps our planet as well. So what will be the next big innovation in Britain's EV market? Will it be a game changer in sustainable transportation? Share your thoughts and views about this in the comments below. And if you enjoyed uncovering the facts about Britain's best EVs, hit that like button, share the knowledge with your friends, and subscribe for more insightful content. Stay charged for more electrifying updates.